and you have a live band in the stands. It's become like that in Russia. Boxing it's growing in popularity, and I think that loud, hostile crowd. I don't know if it gets to Wilder or not. That's the question that needs answered. But I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah, most definitely. And, then you've got a couple months later, you get the rematch between Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko. What's your first thoughts on that, Peter?
Well, I have to agree with a lot of what Jeremiah said. I believe that, but some people like it, like they love stepping right into the danger zone. But knowing what it's like to be on the road, I took 4 of my last 7 fights on 8 days' notice, but 2 of them were out of the country on 8 days' notice. So I hope that Wilder had somebody in his camp that was smart that got him there like a month before. You follow me? You got to be there and acclimate to the jet lag, the elevation, the air temperature, all the backwards time zones. You have to acclimate to so many things, so your body and your mind. But so I hope that somebody got him there. Like, I would think that you would have to be there for at least a month, to acclimate to all that baloney.
Yeah. So Jeremiah, Fury Klitschko 2. What do you think is going to happen there? Do you think Fury? His weight has been an issue from what we've heard and the pictures I've seen.
Yeah, I know he's pulling up his shirt.
Pictures.
Yeah, Fury's pulling up his shirt, showing off his flab. I don't know if he's doing that to get in Klitschko's head or whatnot. He's kind of off and on. He's hot and cold, so it's hard to say where Fury really is mentally. Whether or not he's just milking the title or whatnot. But Klitschko, if you follow him on social media, the dude is dead serious about every time he goes in the ring. So my thing is I don't know whether or not Fury is playing or not. I'm going to assume that he's serious. Just hoping. I'm just being optimist here. I just hope that he's being serious. My thing is that Klitschko looks old to me. Fury may have more confidence going into the fight. I'm not exactly sure who I'm taking as of this point. Again, Klitschko looks old. Fury probably is bringing in more confidence. But what I'm hoping that Vladimir Klitschko comes out and just starts throwing bombs. I hope he just starts lobbing mortars Tyson Fury's way, because if he does, of course, I'm just being an idealist here. I hope that he does for his sake. Klitschko is viewed as a boring champion. A lot of people don't like watching him fight. But he used to be more exciting back in the day. But I hope he comes out and starts swinging and goes out on a shield and kind of leaves a nice taste in people's mouth, whether he wins or loses.
Yeah, his age has got to be a huge factor. And, I think this. I think if he has anything left, if he can turn the clock back 5 or 6 years, I think he will beat Fury. I just don't know if he's got that in him. What do you think, Peter?
The Russian versions of Larry Holmes. They don't give baby no respect.
Yeah, and he hasn't gotten any respect.
The Russian, no, like the Klitschkos. They're the Russian versions of Larry Holmes. They lacked the color of to capture the American public.
Yeah, but don't you think with Larry Holmes, a lot of that was just the fact that 2 things. He followed Muhammad Ali, and the second, the fact that there was really no big-name contender for him between 78 and 81, which would have been his prime years.
No doubt. There are definitely, he had faced some disadvantages. But Larry was one of the cheeses, man. He was one of the greatest heavyweight fighters of all time, I believe.
Yeah, I think he's top 3, no doubt.
He fought, he just fighting to where he fought in a later stage of life. I mean, I was the night when he beat Ray Preisser. He was in the corner. He's talking to the announcers and the camera. I mean, that was a riot.
Yeah, and I mean, then he gave Evander Holyfield a tough go for the heavyweight title. Then he almost beat Oliver McCall for the title.
Right. But getting back to Fury, I can't stand him. I do not want to hear him singing again. I cannot bear to hear him sing again. But I don't think Fury's got a big punch. He's a big guy, but I don't think he's a big puncher. And like you said, I'm the same way. I hope Klitschko, which it's not going to happen, because the Klitschko's, Mayweather, they don't mind letting a fight go to 12 rounds and win a boring decision, but they know how to win.
Well, I don't think Vitali was like that, Peter. Vitali was in some pretty good fights.
I'll never forget that ugly cut that
against Lennox Lewis. Yeah. And the thing is this, if he doesn't get that cut, he may win that fight, which changes everybody's perception on him forever.
Right. Well, I mean, Lewis didn't fight much longer after that and then retired, I believe.
Well, that was Lewis's last fight. So
yeah, he didn't fight after that, and then he kind of just 6 months, 8 months later, just retired, And yet, I give Lewis credit. He was a great fighter.
Yeah, he got out when he knew he was starting to not be what he used to be.
Another guy, though, that was lacked color to capture the American public's imagination. But he was a great fighter.
Yeah, definitely a great fighter.
The only times, one of the times his first loss was the one that catapulted me into the public around here. Was when McCall stopped him, and I just signed with Don King 3 months earlier, and I was up in upstate New York, and Vinny calls me and said, "Pete, I don't mean to cut your weekend short, but you got to get home. We got to be at the Rainbow Room in New York City to meet Don King and Oliver McCall in the morning." And that was the day I signed a contract to fight McCall when McCall brought the belt back from London. So, Lennox Lewis had a couple of occasions, 2 of them where he lost the title, where he didn't take opponents seriously. One was McCall, and then the other was Hasim Rockman. But the fight we were just talking about with Vitali, Lewis was at a career high weight-wise. And the thing that impressed me with Lewis that night, Lewis was right there the whole fight. He might have been losing, but the whole fight, Lewis was right there in the pocket in front of him, digging in, trying to beat him. That was a fight.
Jeremiah might remember this better than we do, but I mean, it wasn't that fight on 2 weeks' notice, because I think Lennox was supposed to fight Kirk Johnson.
Yeah, he was supposed to fight. It was 2 weeks' notice. He was supposed to fight Kirk Johnson, I believe that's right. But Lewis came in. Vitali was well prepared. But that was one of the best heavyweight fights of recent memory.
Now the Rockman fight, I think somebody was smart in Rockman's camp and got him to Africa early, and they trained. You follow me? That's what I was saying about Wilder. You got to get there a month ahead of time. For me, for the Tyson fight, I was in Vegas training almost close to a month before the fight. Good 3 weeks, anyways. We were there training, and I was acclimated to the time difference, the jet lag, the oxygen they pump into the casino to keep you awake and keep you gambling. Because then the next time I fought in Vegas for the Butterbean fight, we were only there like 6 days at a time, and the jet lag and the time change, and a lot of things. But those two the most messed me up. I didn't sleep awake for like 5 nights before the fight. It was awful. Awful.
Yeah, but the bad thing about going to Vegas a month early is you're liable to lose your entire purse before you even get to the fight.
Well, that's what, that's one
you
thing.
You got down $200 and you made $1 million.
That's one vice I never had a problem with. I never was a problem gambler.
Yeah, nobody goes to the casino and constantly wins. If they did, the casino.
I dabbled in gambling like the first say 2 weeks after the Tyson fight. I bet the first football game of my life I ever bet. The worst thing happened. I won. You know, I had a big chunk of change, and I ended up, then the following week I did a super trifecta on Bebop, and I ended up losing like $5,000. I said, oh, that's it for me in gambling.
All right, so to wrap this up, we're almost out of time. So are you picking Wilder to go to Russia and beat Povetkin, Peter?
I'm picking Wilder. I'm pro because again, USA. Now I do know. I'm smart enough to know that Povetkin is the seasoned veteran here. But
well, I'll tell you what, Peter, I'm working on getting a couple members from the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team on one of our regular shows. And if I do, I think I'm going to have you on. And in the background, you can chant USA, USA while I interview.
Jim Craig?
Yeah, well, I'm working on Mark Johnson and Ken Morrow. So hopefully I can get one of them. But
it's funny. Both my cousins played pro hockey in the NHL. Their mother was a McNeely.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of fighting in the NHL, too, especially back then. It was kind of like boxing.
Both my cousins, Jeff Norton and Brad Norton, both played all over the NHL. Jeff was on the 88 Olympic hockey team, and their mom, Sheila McNeely, who became Sheila Norton.
All right, yeah, the 88 Olympic hockey team actually, I think, got eliminated by the Russians. That was up in Vancouver.
Yeah. Yep.
That was a hell of a game, too. It was like 7-5. The U.S. made a big comeback, and then the Russians pulled away at the end. But, all right, Peter, as always, thanks for coming on the show. We know you had to come on a little late, so maybe we can get you back sometime here in the near future.
Yeah, anytime, Mike. Love you, got Jeremiah. Thanks again. Have a great night, guys.
Yeah, you too, Peter.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Yep, see ya. Oh, all right, Jeremiah. Excuse me. My sinuses are killing me, too. I'll tell you, I had to shorten up. We did Timmy Newsome, the old Dallas Cowboy running back the other day. I had to shorten it to 20 minutes because I had to get off the phone and cough. But, all right. So, guys, make sure you check us out next week. We'll have a full-blown preview of the heavyweight title fight between Alexander Povetkin and Deontay Wilder. You got any final words, Mr. Preisser?
No, I guess I don't want to make too early of a prediction because I know we're going to preview the fight later. But again, I'm just excited about the Povetkin Wilder fight. I think a lot of people are waiting for America to have a resurgence in the division, but
Well, yeah. I mean, Peter's chanting USA, so.
I